So I am clearing this area out because I honestly meant to do it last time, but I completely forgot about it. And I also want to clear it out because for some reason that spruce tree right there is not growing, and I think it has to do with there not being enough room right here for it to grow in. And the other incredibly unfortunate thing about this is that there is an aqueduct right there, and it is proving to be very annoying to deal with. But today I really want to get a Froglight Farm going because I want to use those to decorate with in the base here. And for that we will need to get on top of the nether, which is not going to be that hard, or at least it shouldn't be that hard. So I am going to finish clearing out this area, which is probably going to take a little while because of this aqueduct. And then we can get on top of the nether and start building up that Froglight Farm. Okay, so now we just need to go into the nether ceiling up there and find a bedrock formation that looks a little bit something like this. And then we need to take our ladders here and then our ender pearl and go at this angle and just throw it. And just like that, we are on top of the nether now. And so now I'm going to place in a nether portal up here that should hook up to a different nether portal in our base that I set up a little bit before this. And so I just need to find the right coordinates for that. And it should hook up right about here-ish. And hopefully this should hook up to the right portal. And yes, it does. So there we go. This portal should take us to the top of the nether. And then I just want to quickly confirm that this portal still takes us to the main nether area. And yes, it does. Okay, good. What in the world was that? I have literally never heard that noise before. Okay. So I want to do one more thing here before I start building up the Froglight Farm. I really want to break the bedrock here. I have no idea what that noise is. It is actually kind of terrifying. Okay, so then we need to flick that lever. Okay, I messed up. That's not how it's supposed to go. Flick the lever, go like this, and then place it like that. And did it break the bedrock? Yes, it did. Okay, there we go. So now we have access to the nether ceiling through both a portal and this ladder right here. And so this is where the Froglight Farm is going to go. We do want it to be in a basalt deltas because in order to get froglights, you need frogs to eat the magma cubes. And in the basalt deltas, magma cubes are the only mobs that spawn here. And so now we can start building up this Froglight Farm. It's going to be pretty simple. There will be a collection system and then a spawning platform on top of that, and probably some glass so that we can see into the farm. And yeah. It's a pretty simple farm overall. And there it is, all finished. Well, not actually. This still has a long ways to go before it is done. Of course, we still have to get the frogs in here. And then I also want to put in some powdered snow in here to break down the magma cubes into a much smaller size. And then I also need to finish up setting the collection system because I want to have an item sorting system down there. But of course, I don't have any frog lights right now, so I can't really set that up at the moment. And then obviously I do want to make this place look a lot nicer than it is right now. But as far as the functionality of the farm is concerned, really all I have to do is put the frogs in here. I mean, I technically don't need the powdered snow, but it will help with the rates a little bit. So when it comes to the frogs, I'm not really looking forward to dealing with them, because it is going to be a lot of work to get all 3 different colors of frogs in here, because I do want all 3 different colors of frog lights, and you need the different colors of frogs to get the different colors of frog lights. And in order to get the 3 different colors of frogs, you have to let the tadpoles grow up in 3 different temperatures of biomes, and that doesn't really sound too bad, but the closest warm biome is like 2,000 blocks away from my base. So I am probably going to have to set up some portals on top of the nether here to really help with that. But it must be done in order to finish this farm, so I am going to go take care of that really quick. And then once that is done, the entire functionality of this farm should be finished. So there it is. Now I know this is not looking super great, so we will get around to making it look better in a little bit. But right now the functionality of this farm is completely finished. It is working and we are collecting frog lights here. So we do have some of each type of frog lights. And I did set up this sorting system back here. So then this last row on the right here is for overflow, and right now it is collecting magma cream, because this farm does produce some magma cream when the bigger slimes get turned into the smaller slimes by those powdered snow blocks right there. And so the way that this farm works is that if a bigger slime spawns in up there, it will get caught in those powdered snow blocks there, and eventually it will turn into the smaller versions of the magma cubes, until they get to the smallest version. And then once they are the smallest version, then the frogs will come around and eat them, and then they will get converted into the frog lights here. And then of course we have that hopper minecart just going back and forth and collecting any frog lights that end up on top of that farm. But now I think we can move on to getting this place looking a lot nicer, and I do actually want to set up like a tunnel system up here on top of the nether to hook up these other nether portals to this one right here. But that is the plan for up here, so let's get started on that. And there it is, all finished. So I think it looks pretty okay. I'm not 100% happy with it. I do want to change up this main area quite a bit, but I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with it. I just don't think it looks particularly good. So yeah, I probably will end up redesigning this at some point in the future. But one thing that I do really like about this is the storage room down here. I think this storage area looks absolutely amazing. I love the frog lights up here that are signifying which chests the frog lights, the respective frog lights, are going into. And then this one over here, of course, is the magma cream. And just the general size and style down here is really good. So I'm very happy with how this turned out. And I will add some extra barrels on this wall for some additional storage. Now underneath this carpet here, I did put amethyst, and that is because when you're walking along it, it makes that like chime noise, and so it sounds really nice walking along here. And then I also added in this tunnel here, which just goes off into the distance, and it does end up hooking up to the stronghold nether portal. This branch off right here goes to the Stronghold Nether portal. But I'm honestly thinking of making this entire area up here just open air and removing all of the ceilings here, because honestly, there really isn't like any danger up here. Nothing spawns up here on the bedrock, so it's not that big of a deal if I leave it open air. And on top of that, it would make it a lot easier to fly around between the different portals and stuff. And then I would keep these pathways here so that I can like follow the pathways and they would all be color coordinated and stuff. But then I would be able to fly over them with my elytra. But unfortunately, I don't have enough time to completely redo this area today because I am already completely out of time for this episode. In fact, this episode's coming out a day later than it's supposed to. But before I let you guys go, I do want to try out one last thing. So in the last episode, I did get a suggestion, and I should probably sleep really quick. So in the last episode, I did get a suggestion to change out the glass in these tunnels to gray stained glass. So I have some right here to test that out. And I think this might actually really help out with the stark contrast between the stone and the glass here. Okay, I'm not even done with this, and it is already looking so much better. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this gray stained glass. Yeah, that is like a night and day difference right there. I mean, you can't even see the water with this like gray stained glass. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but it just looks so much better than that. Yeah, we are definitely going to keep that. But unfortunately, that is all I have time for today. So that is going to have to do it. So of course, if you did enjoy it, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and all of that good stuff. And I'll see you guys next time.